Well, hello for those of you who are ready to crack the code on this messenger party. And I am going to try to boil this down to so duplicatable. And that truly is what we're trying to do over here at Team Sparkle. And those of us kind of on the executive leadership team of Team Sparkle, realizing you guys, you're probably working full time. You've got family obligations that you're coming home to, and just the overwhelm of and if you're not working full time, I mean, I'm working full time, but it's in the kitchen. It's what I feel like. Although I do with the boys out of the house, it's not quite nearly as bad. Um, but you are all busy, busy, and so we wanted to boil this down. I'm going to try to boil this down to something that is so duplicatable for you that we can come in alongside you and help you have whatever level of success that you want. So that I just very passionate about that. And by the time you take the tools that Park Lane gives us, all the incredible marketing. Oh my God, like I just can't even, this holiday collection, the style drops from today, that cosmic bright, like, oh my gosh, it's just so exciting. And then you team it up with the systems that Team Sparkle has for us to be successful. It just, or you can just be as creative as you want to be and run your business how you want to run it. So I love that we have all the options for that. So here's where the behind of why running all of your lives in your VIP group. So every time I do a show, it's in my VIP group. I am not creating separate events. I am not creating separate Facebook groups. And my thought process behind that is I am running very busy and I don't have time to be setting up individual Facebook groups and doing all the posts. And when they got rid of Post My Party or whatever the other one I was like, I cannot go in and I don't want to. That's not how I want to spend my time. And then my hostess gets four people in the group, and then it's me and the hostess on the live. Like that just didn't feel good to me. I did not want to be spending my time like that. So shifting my business, and I did this last November. So I've been doing this for a year now. And I won't lie, I felt like the gears grinding, like, oh my gosh, Jill, how old are you? Why is this seem so hard? And now here I am a year into it, and y'all, I just don't even think about it. Like it has become so simple, so easy. So if you are like, the little panic and you know just enough about it to feel that I don't know what to do, it's okay. If I can figure this out, believe me, you can figure this out. So that reasoning of wanting to duplicate my efforts. So not only when I go live, I'm in front of all my VIPs that want to be there, right? So it's a live that I'm doing in that group, keeping the algorithm up. And I can have multiple hostesses. So there was a time that I would have three hostesses in a row, and every 45 minutes, I'm scrambling to put my jewelry back to the places it needs to be, and then I'm going live and again in the next group, and then scrambling, and then going live again in the next group. I do one live, I could have infinite number of hostesses. Now I have found for me two. Two is my max because it's all about the connection and the follow up, just like an in person party. Those in person parties where you'd have 30 people at, do y'all remember? Have you ever done an in person party with 30 people and you still only get 10 orders? And 20 people walked out the door and you don't even remember their name. Like you didn't even get a chance to talk to them. And so that's what I have found. Two is my max. And I love two because if I have a hostess that has a lot of people and I have a hostess that has three or four people, it's still, or if I have two hostesses that have three or four people, it is still worthwhile for me to go live and do that. Plus my VIPs are getting to see me live. Now, since it's in my VIP group, and there's 1,700 people in there, which I realize that I've been doing this for a long time, and maybe you don't have 1,700 people in your VIP group yet. Doing the messenger part, that's what makes it feel like a party for her and her friends versus me inviting all my VIPs to my living room. And then I've got Susie in there. All right, if you want to order with Susie, she's got her link. Go find her, right? Like I want to create a little party thing for Susie and her friends. And that's what that messenger chat group allows me to do, is for them to feel like it's a party just for them. So The only thing that is different is that I'm not going live. I can't go live in the Messenger chat group. So it leads them to my VIP group. So not only am I only going live once, every single person in order to see the live has to join my VIP group. And hopefully my VIP group is so fun that they want to stay in my VIP group, right? So it's not me setting up the group, posting all the posts. Now I'm begging them to join my VIP group. I'm going live in the Facebook group and live in my VIP group. Like, I just had to simplify things. So any questions about that, kind of the reasonings behind that? So I say all that for you to wrap your head. It is worth your while to wrap your head around this because it is just so, I think it's so much easier. All right. And I feel like going into this, my number one goal is to get jewelry in front of people. Get our jewelry, get our customer special in front of people. Like, that is what sells Park Lane. And if you're in front of people that already love jewelry, they don't need to come to your style show. They love jewelry. They know why to wear jewelry. They know how to wear jewelry. They know where to wear jewelry. You know, they love you, Miranda. You are cute on camera, but if she doesn't have time, she can go shop herself. She is a professional jewelry wearer. She knows what to do. And there is lots and lots and lots and lots of women in America that is the piece that they fall into. You could set yourself up just for those people. Well, I like to crack it open a little bit more because I came from a place where I had no idea the value of jewelry and why to wear jewelry and how to wear jewelry. And the older I get, the more important it is to wear jewelry. And even heading off to PE, still got my cute naughty earrings on, which I don't really like the name of these because I feel like I have to spell it for everybody. KNO, right? They're like, ooh, the naughty earrings. Like, somebody wasn't thinking all the way when they named these. So it's okay. Maybe that's why I don't show them very often, because I want to, like, when you have to explain a piece of jewelry. Anyway. All right. Getting people in front of the jewelry. So anything that you add to that is gonna expand your market. So that's why, if any of you guys have seen my lives, I start without jewelry and I build a look for them because I want them to see, like, I have changed nothing. The hair's the same. The makeup's the same. I haven't lost any weight. Like, all I've done is put on jewelry. So for those guys that are like, I don't need to wear jewelry, let me help you rethink that. Yes, 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 you do. You need to be wearing jewelry. I got enough jewelry. I don't need any new jewelry. Out-of-date accessories is one of the first things that age you. So all these things that we can be saying in the lives, adding value to the jewelry, showing them different combos, it's just going to help you sell more jewelry. And so I want to take that attitude to this messenger party, because you could, hey, here's Susie's link. Who wants to shop? And be done with it. Or there's more things that you could do to hopefully create more connection, to create more sales with that. And Jennifer Keller, in true Jennifer Keller form, has outlined this like it is a gigantic novel. So if you are a person who's overwhelmed by a gigantic novel, I'm going to try to give you the Cliff Notes, because do not throw the baby out with the bathwater on this one. That said, the more you can do what Jennifer Keller does, was she the first person to earn the trip for two to Amsterdam? Or was that the last trip? Like, I don't know how this woman does it. And all of her traveling, I said to her, I said, Jen, I don't know. Like, I'm in London. Like, I loved you guys. And I did think about you a little bit. I brought you a scarf back. Like, but I want to be in London. I want to be thinking about my business. And she said, Jill, I travel so much that if I don't think about my business when I travel, then I would have no business. So I said, okay, I want to get there, that I travel so much that I just get in the habit of thinking about my business in Europe. So do not be overwhelmed with this. So the key is all on boards. Boards is the key. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now. If you are not on boards, we need to fix that. And boards is like, it is the ultimate resource place. So I'm going to go to boards here. And I'm going to go to the Team Sparkle board. And you'll see that I have some other boards on there. And here's one of the advantages of the paid version of boards is you can create your own board. And then you can go and copy things from the Team Sparkle board, put it on your board, and then your links are in there. your VIP group link, your name is in there. You're not constantly having to change that. Now, last year, Boards did a Black Friday special, and it was, I can't remember what the price was, but crazy inexpensive. So if you're someone, and this is something that you want to be doing on the regular, I would recommend getting your own board. And it allows you to copy the pictures and the video that Jennifer has put in Boards. Otherwise, you've got to go find those graphics in the Team Sparkle Facebook albums, which can be a little bit arduous for that. So not a plug for Boards, but I loved it so much. I have a paid subscription. So click on Team Boards. Then we're going to go down here to the current, and my current online party options here in this top left. And we've got the Oh What Joy Mega Show that's been going on. We've got a VIP group launch message party. So that's when you're launching a new stylist. And we need to get our VIP group started, but we also want to do this messenger party alongside. But the one I want to focus on is that message party with live in the VIP group. Do you see the little orange diamond? Message party with live in VIP group. Now, everybody hold on to your hits. Do not let them fall off. Because when I tap on that, this is what it opens up. And this is where the freak out begins. This is where, no. Because what you're going to do is you are going to go into this and succinctly, just one board at a time, and see what it says. And what is so amazing about this is now all you have to do when it's time for your party is say, what day is it? And I click on that day and it tells me everything to do. So I don't even have to think about, okay, remember on one day before the live, you're going to do all these things. Nope, you're going to tap the one day before the live and it's going to tell you all the things to do. That's why it makes it so much. So initially, it seems a little crazy town. And do you have to do it all? No. I would challenge you, just like if you're a beginning baker and you think, the yeast, I don't need the yeast. I don't have any yeast. I'm not going to mess with that silly yeast thing. And you don't put the yeast into your bread. Now, I'm not a baker, but I know just enough to know that's a very important ingredient if you're trying to not have hockey pucks. So that's it. As a new or newer stylist, I would challenge you to try to do everything that you can to stay as closely to this recipe. Once you know what you're doing, you can play with it because, okay, that's not critical. I don't need to record a video of me showing, that. I don't need to do that for me. So, and the way Boards works is from the top left corner and then to the top right corner, and then we just go down, ding, 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 ding. So when the party is booked a message, boom, copy and paste, send that to your new hostess. Like it just, Jennifer makes it.
Yeah. No, well, to me, that's where I was very overwhelmed. You were gone. Like it wasn't flowing for me. And I don't know if it's maybe because you remember I have lupus too. So
Right.
sometimes things don't come easy. And then coupled by the not understanding the, you know what I mean? Online.
Right, the layout. That's okay.
So can you, because I have right now, I have my hostess, Lisa Warner, which is Lisa Warner. You remember Lisa Warner?
Yes.
But she's rebooking because her mom fell. So she actually now is going to rebook. She's willing to do it this Sunday. And then I have also another one next Sunday, Michelle Ritter. So I'm very overwhelmed, and I'm not locking down Lisa's because I feel uncomfortable. So I don't know if you have time to walk me through with my special handicap.
Well, here's what. So I went through,
because everything else was smooth. It was that part. It wasn't flowing for me, and it was very overwhelming. Me going back to board, copying and pasting, going back to the message board. It just was, and I was doing it wrong. I was doing something wrong. So it might be me, like I said.
Okay. Well, let me work through this.
Okay.
Maria, and let's see. So. And I'm a write it out girl too. So so I even went this morning. And again, I don't really have to think about this because I've been doing it so long. But when I first started doing it, I went and wrote it out. Okay, 5 days before, what am I going to do? And so Jennifer wants to give us more and not less. So here's your message you're going to send when the party books. Then you're going to invite her to free necklace night. Hey, I like my hostesses to know. Here's our next. Now I give my hostesses one of the fast 50s for going to free necklace night. So that the what to say is there. The I'm so excited for your party. It's going to be so much fun. I'll send you invite instructions tomorrow so we can get the sparkle started. Here's a short 3-minute video to peek into Park Lane. So you don't have to send that, but why wouldn't you? I mean, you've invited her free necklace night, whether she came or not. And then here's a little 3-minute, and then we get 5 days before the live. So if the live is on Sunday, 5 days before the live, that is Wednesday. Wait, 5 days before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Tuesdays. And you'll put that on your notebook. On Tuesday, I'm going to create her shopping link. There's the video. And I'm going to hostess coach her. And here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to voice text or call, which I recommend setting up a phone call with your hostesses. But if you can't, here's what you're going to go through. Boom, what to say. Message for hostesses to send to collect the yeses. Then you're going to copy this, send it to your hostess. So that here's her invitation to invite her people. The save the date graphic. I like to put her name and the date and time of the Facebook Live party. If she wants to invite non-Facebook people, what she's going to say. If her non-Facebook friends say yes, that's just what she's going to send it. But this is what she's going to send them. So that hostess coaching piece right there, 5 days before the live. So that's what you're going to do on Tuesday. Now, throughout the party, track guests and orders. So this hostess worksheet is gold. This is absolute gold. And this is what I use. Let me show you an example here. Every hostess of mine gets a hostess worksheet. Can you see that, Miranda? Is it showing up on the camera? Uh-oh. You're muted, honey. Oh. You're muted, Miranda. Can you guys see that or no? Okay, there we go. I stopped sharing. So every hostess of mine gets a printout of this. I put it in a 3-wing binder. I put it in there chronologically. This is the key to success for your parties. So every person that she adds to that messenger group is going to go here, and you're just going to tick, 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 follow along. Did I do all the things? So if you do nothing, this is the yeast. This is the yeast of your parties, and it's under the throughout your party section. Now, I print these out in dozens at a time. So every hostess on my calendar gets one of these, and I put on whose party I met her from. Did I give her a bonus for booking? Whatnot? When did I mail the bonus to her? All the things. So this is this is the yeast for me of this and the organization of the party. All right, let me go back to
Jill. I'm sorry. I did use that for my relaunch. And it was really, really helpful because I tend to write things on Post-its and then they're everywhere. So I kind of color coded mine. Mine's a little messy, but I color coded it. Yeah.
Fabulous, Donna. Yep.
Because every time they did something, I'm like, oh, well, this at the top of the form, it didn't say specifically what had happened. So I just did my color coding. So I knew who one wanted this and one wanted that type thing, but it really did help. And I did one for, the mega show as well.
Absolutely. Anytime I run a messenger chat, I use one of those sheets. So the November birthdays, everyone's going to go on there. Like, did they join the group? Did they reply to my Facebook message? Did I sent them the link? Were they on the live? Like it's such a great spreadsheet. Belinda even has one for customers she meets out and about, prospective new people that she meets out and about, that she just walks them through that as well. So all of these, and that is what that board does, is every day of what to do. So day 5, we're hostess coaching her, or 5 days before, 3 days before, we're going to open up that messenger chat. We're going to send private messages out to our people. I give them a minute. So I tell them they get double tickets if they message me first. And usually I'll get 3 or 4 people that message me first, and then I'll go message the other people. And so really, as you're moving through the party, and Jennifer gives you ideas of what to post in that messenger chat group. She does a video of her giveaways. She does a video about the sale. I don't do that, or I have in the past, but I haven't been using it. I probably should. That might be a little extra yeast in there as well. And as they see you, especially if you're leading them to your VIP group and you're doing the live of, wow, this person's a normal person. Like, she's kind of fun to listen to. She's got great energy. You know what? I am going to elevate in my head to watch her live on Sunday night. Elaine, go ahead and unmute you guys if you have questions.
That's what threw me off when I did my first event, which I ended up getting a recruit out of it. But that when I was getting trained with Christy and she sent me that graphic and I'm like, it doesn't make sense to me. Message me first. Message me what? Because it didn't have what, you know.
So the verbiage, and Jennifer has it in there as one of those options, is message me, and she has them say what kind of jewelry that they prefer and what metal color they prefer.
Okay.
I have them message me, tell me how you know the hostess and have you shopped Park Lane jewelry before? I mean,
Okay.
you can ask them to message you, anything, but it's starting that conversation. And Messenger will lock you out if you message too many people that you're not already Facebook friends with. I found this out when I had, I think, 4 hostesses on one weekend. Like, oh, I didn't know that would happen. So that's where I put in you message me first. And that kind of shows me right there, who are the girls that are paying attention, right? So it right there, like, okay. And when in my, and maybe Donna's got a little color code, but under sent or Facebook message reply, if she messaged me first, she gets 2 X's in there because she gets double tickets. So that's my little coding that I use for that. So, but anything, whatever you want them to message you. So I like to know how they know the hostess. How are you connected? And have you shopped Park Lane before? Because if you have, I don't want to be, then I start with, then you'll remember. So all of the what to do's and how to respond are on board. So I'm going to challenge you to go in there and just read through them. And they're just examples of what to say to people, because Jennifer is the queen of verbiage. And it is, so my goal with that as I'm running, so I've got the messenger party. I open it on Friday mornings. I send the hostess the what to say to welcome her people. I show her how to add her people to that group, that little party group. And then I kind of take it from there. And then with every day voice messaging my hostess, which is in the boards of what to say to her, what we're talking about today, what we're getting, here's the people that have reached out to me. Here's who I can connect with. Here's who I need you to send messages to if you've got time to do that kind of thing. So that really is all the boards are doing for you. 2 days before, you're going to post about the giveaways, about the sale, post about sending me a wish list. Then you're going to post a winner. Jennifer does 2 winners. She does a winner for joining her VIP group, and she does that on Fridays when she first opens that group. Actually, she opens her groups on Thursday. I'm sorry. I open my groups on Friday. Although I may consider moving it to Thursday, because if it works for Jennifer, I just always done it Fridays. Then on Saturday, she does another winner of everyone who's messaged her. And that goal then, as soon as they've responded to that private message, now you're in control. Now you can messenger, and that opens up. Messenger allows her to see your messages now. And now you're not relying on your hostess, because we all know that hostess, life happens for her. And now she doesn't have time to be reaching out to her people. She doesn't have time to be doing the follow-up. Guess who has time? The girl who's making the money. I have time to be doing the follow-up on her people and helping them. What kind of person is she? She knows jewelry. She loves jewelry. Give me that shopping link. Let me go. Or is she someone who, hey, let me help you. Like, do you like dramatic or dainty, silver or gold? How can I help you? Let me build a cart for you. Let me show you some of my favorites. Are you gift shopping? Here's some of my favorite gifts that people buy all the time, that I can come alongside and help her shop. Like we're standing around the table together at an in-person party. So that is my ultimate goal, is I want to be able to talk to each of them individually with a chat on the side. And then I'm asking them for a party. I've been normal with them and not weird. Like, oh my gosh, I like this girl. I want to do a party. I want my friends to meet her, kind of thing. So to not be overwhelmed by that, because one day before and you're like, there's 6 different things to post. You don't have to post them all. It's okay. And Miranda, there shows that I've got a party this weekend and my hostess still hasn't called me yet. It's like, okay, responded, hey, we need to chat. So I'm probably going to resort to the voice message to her of, hey, here's what we're doing. And I'm hoping we are going to open up that messenger chat on Friday. And sometimes we just need to compress stuff. It's okay. But it's designed to be a fast and furious, not this long drawn out 14 days of I mean, the idea is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I tell them we're going to close Monday. We always extend it to Tuesday. Boom, done. Like, it is fast and furious. Like, if you have time to order and money to order, you do or you don't.
Hey, Jill, can I say something?
Please, Dana. She's the queen of the messenger party.
I started doing this probably 4 years ago because I didn't want to pay for the service to post everything. But I think it has been perfected over time with this messenger group. But I'm a why person. I want to know why I'm doing something. And I want to see the big picture. So I think you did a great job explaining why you're doing the show in your VIP group. And then why do we have the messenger group? Because you can't post all this for all of your VIPs a million times. Every time you have a show, you don't want to post about the sale again. You don't want to post. So you have to have a way to make connections with those people. So if you make connections, what are the things that you want to tell them? You need to tell them about the sale. You need them. Well, first of all, you need them to join the VIP group. And so you need a group to keep reminding them to join the VIP group or they won't be able to see it. You want to remind them about the sale because if you just send them the link and they don't know about the sale, what's going to happen? They're going to start to shop and then quit. The third thing is, like Jill said, making a connection. And the only way to really make those connections, because you aren't friends with those people, is to get them to send a message to you or to send them a message and they have to go find it in that little hidden thing. So whether you ask them if they like silver or gold, I like that because I like knowing that to know what I'm going to show. But at the same time, I can't really keep the conversation going based on whether they like gold or silver jewelry. But I can keep the conversation going if I ask them how they know the hostess. Because then I can talk about their work or I can talk about family or I can say, and then I communicate with them about the sale. So I kind of have a little separate conversation going on. Now, if you're really busy and that's overwhelming for you, just take the silver or gold one and at least make that connection and get them to respond to you, because when it comes time to send the wish list, they don't think it's so weird to send you their wish list and they're connected via messenger. And then it gives you the opportunity to go back at the end if they haven't sent you a wish list and say, hey, we're getting ready to close. Thank you so much for joining the group. We're getting ready to close the show. Have you had a chance to see the live or have you had a chance to look? Would you like the link to shop? Otherwise, you don't have any connection with those people. There's no way to do that. So that's what the messenger group is for. Those 3 major things. Join the group. Here's the sale. Let's connect. Those 3 major things. And it allows you for follow-up. And there's the fortune in the follow-up. So when Jennifer is giving you all of this stuff, it's all, like I said, it's been perfected. It's all the extra stuff, but you don't need to use it all. And for those of you who say, hey, they don't like to be in a messenger group and they get out, I post 1 time a day. 1 time a day, and I never ask a question that requires them to give me a thumbs up or give me a heart or tell me if you like gold or silver in this group. I post 1 time a day and I leave it alone. Every now and then as we get closer, I may post morning and night. but I don't give them any reason to want to leave the group or mute the notifications because I'm not doing anything that makes them ding, 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 ding. So some people don't have a problem with that, but you can put that in the messenger group too. So for those of you who are why and what, that's your answer. Jill did an excellent job of explaining why we do the messenger group and why we do it in our VIP groups. For those of you who want to know why you put that stuff in there, what is the messenger group for? Because I get that question. Why am I, if I'm doing it in my VIP group, why am I having a messenger group? Because that's your only way to connect to these people and tell them what 3 things, join my group, what's the sale, and lastly is connecting with them. Okay, Jill, that may answer, if you only get those 3 things in there, Miranda, you're good. So if it gets confusing and you get those 3 things in there, you're good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dana.
So, and remember, I mean, with Jennifer, and all the possible options. So just because there's a bunch of boxes on there doesn't mean you're going to use all the boxes when you click onto boards. She's got every response to every, what if they say this? What if they say that? What if they do this? What if they do that? So to not be overwhelmed by that. Dana, thank you so much for simplifying that as well. So it's okay. And you can add more stuff in later as we go down. But I will tell you, just recently, I had a hostess tell me, she's like, Jill, this is the easiest party I have ever done in my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, as she's picking out her $550 in free jewelry, like she was just overjoyed, like could not. And I'm like, okay, there we go. That is what I want to hear from my hostesses, is this was the easiest party that they have ever done. Let me come in alongside you. And yes, let's have a $1,400 party. I like this too. So there is value added in that. And now go in and write down, what am I going to be doing on each day? Just if you're someone who needs to see that, day 1, I'm going to post my respond to my message. I'm going to post you like gold or silver. I'm going to post a reminder of the live tonight. Like, if you need to go in and see that, but what's great about it is it's there. So now once you're up and running on this, all right, it's a day before the live. Oh, that's right. What am I going to do today? Oh, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. Okay. Woohoo. I'm going to check back in on my yeast sheet. I don't like how that sounds. I'm baking my bread sheet. Like, who's in? How many people does she have in? Do I need to encourage her to get more? Are people responding to me? And here's where, like, we just saw my Alicia Davis, and then you'll see here we go. The same weekend as Alicia Davis, the sheet that I showed you. Here's my Wendy Kingsmith. We had one. Did I do anything different with Wendy than I did with Alicia? No. Different hostesses, different results. So I do love this. It's not me. And Wendy did tell me, she's like, Jill, I just don't think I'm going to have that many people interested. I said, that's fine. I've got another hostess this weekend too. We've even got a couple people. Well, she had one. And Sweet Kim did place a nice hefty order. So that was lovely. I've had times where they haven't done that either. So but it makes it easy. I'm not driving. Well, I wasn't going to drive to Arizona to do a party for her. So it was a win-win.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask
Sure.
a question?
Please.
So Tammy, when she was helping me when you were away, she sent me one of the messages says, they could silence the notifications.
Right.
I didn't like that. So I don't know where that is in there. So I was scared that if I lead with that, then they would silence me and then they wouldn't be able to see notifications. So my question is, do you put that post, that paragraph, and then Dana, do you do that? And then because does it lead into where, because then I think the post said something like, and then you check morning and night, with the tickets and whatever, to see what, but then you won't be getting the dings. But anyway, but I didn't want to lead with that because I felt like, okay, if they silence me, well, then life is busy. Will they even go to the party? You know what I mean? So I said no, but then I did have people that left the party. And maybe it was because I was being annoying. I don't know, with the post.
And that's where if they have said yes to their hostess about being part of the party. Now I have had hostesses that they just added people and I can tell because they're leaving like flocks of sheep. So when I hostess coach her, do not add anyone who didn't say yes. And I tell her that
Mhm.
because people start leaving. And if one person leaves, then,
And they
oh,
see
wait,
it.
there's a door to leave. I'm leaving.
Yeah, and then they see it. Everybody sees when the person leaves.
So it really, I assume, because I have told my hostesses that everyone in that group has said, yes, I want to be part of your
Mhm.
party. Did they have to say yes? No, they want to be here. Like, this is
Mhm.
exciting. I'm going to make it fun. People are going to win things. Like, I want somebody to win something Friday night. So they're like,
Mhm.
whoa, whoa. Like, she means it. She's giving stuff away.
Mhm.
And I put a list, recognize what you want repeated. Here's everyone who's in the drawing because they've joined my VIP group and they've
Mhm.
responded to my message. Ding, 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 ding. And I'll get messages, Jill, how do I do that? What do I
Mhm.
need to do? So, I mean, I assume, you know, and I tell her, I the verbiage that I use when my hostess is inviting, and I think it's the same one that's on boards, is I'm limited to 15 people. That's what my
Mhm.
hostess sends out. I'm limited to 15 people. So how I would read that is, don't say yes if you have no interest in coming to this jewelry party, if you're not
Mhm.
curious at all. Like, don't take up one of my spots. And so now, and I tell her, we absolutely can have more than 15, but, and I tell her why we say that, so that if people are like, don't be saying yes. Like, if we've got
Mhm.
15 people in there that are actually curious, now of those 15, some of them are gonna be like, yeah, this isn't my thing. I actually am really happy in my not wearing jewelryness. Not all of them are gonna order, but a higher percentage will, for that. So I do tell them, if you want to silence the notifications, all it's going to silence is the ding. I mean, I would rather have them silence the notifications than get
Mhm.
out.
Mhm.
Because I do post more than once a day in my groups.
So meaning, okay, so that post, so then I understand. So okay, so when they decide to silence, they can still see it. They see the post, but again, they don't get the chirp or
Right,
the ping or whatever.
right.
And then you are finding that people are still looking at the post and engage.
Well,
They
I
are
don't want
just
him to engage. I don't want him to engage on the chat group.
okay.
No, I want them to private message me so now I can engage with her on the side.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Okay.
It's just for information giving. That messenger group is not for interaction. It is
Got it. So that's where I
get
messed
them
up, you
to,
guys.
yes,
That's where I
it's,
messed up.
you
Because I
don't
was
want
actually
them
doing
engaged.
oh, I'm sorry, Dana, you finish your thought and then I'll tell you. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, it's not a problem. The purpose is to dispense information because that is your only way to contact these people. Your
Mhm.
only way is through that messenger group. So it's to dispense information and hopefully connect via a separate message, not in that messenger group. So when you say
Okay.
send me a message, I don't mean send it to me in this group. Send me a
Mhm.
private message. And I don't
So
put,
are you guys when you do like they got an order and the thank you, is that going in that messenger? Because I was putting
no,
that in. So every time
no.
someone did an order. Okay, so that's where I was messing up.
I
Wait,
do that privately. That all, and I don't put PM me. I put private message me. But as far as saying do or don't put the silence on there, I have done it both ways. But
Mhm.
lately, I have not been putting it in there. And if somebody starts leaving, then I'll add it in there. So because
Mhm.
when one person leaves, it's monkey see, monkey do.
Mhm.
But if it's just one person that leaves the group, it's just one person that leaves the group.
Mhm.
But so then I'll post, hey guys, I'm going to, these posts will be to a minimum. And it's just to dispense, it's my only way of dispensing information to you. So if you can't handle the dings one time a day at work, then feel free to mute the notifications. But don't leave the group because you're going to miss out on all of the drawings and all of the fun stuff
Now,
that
how do you guys build the momentum with when we do that? Oh, Eileen made an order, oh, we only got 7 more orders. How's the group seeing that then? To hopefully, like, I still give when they get to 10, that then I'm going to put them in a drawing for an impression bracelet. So how do you get
I
where
just
everybody's
use
seeing? You go
I
ahead.
use the wish list thing first so that they're sending me wish lists where the first 6 people get into a drawing if they send me their wish list. So it
Mhm.
gets the group, and they're sending it to me via private message or text. All right. Not in the group. And then after that, I do the 5. So the perfect 5. When we get to 5, I may do a
Mhm.
drawing. If we've got 5 that first night, I'm going straight to the perfect 10. This is all, and I
Mhm.
did this the other night. She had 6 orders.
Mhm.
Within minutes of posting that, she just needs 4 more orders. 4 people stepped up, and some of them just started one item, which is perfectly fine.
Mhm.
But it got her to her 10 in no time. But that's the only momentum I'm bringing in, and there's not a whole bunch.
But again, Dana, so I understand, but you're putting that 5 orders, you're putting that on that messenger group chat.
Right? That's my
You get your
only
wish
way.
list through private, but I'm saying you're putting the update, we're about to do a raffle, or we're doing a raffle. And that
Right.
again is
Well,
being put on the full group.
as soon as I finish, just maybe let me try to explain it a different way.
Yeah.
As soon
Well,
as
wait, Dana,
my
here's
live.
where, Dana, so are you not putting the countdown as people order, you're adding their name to a graphic? Are you not putting that in the messenger chat?
No, I am.
Okay, I think that's the hiccup. I
Yeah.
had heard that you said you didn't as well.
No,
So I
they're
was curious.
sending me their private message. They're sending me
Mhm.
their wish list private message, but I am posting who has sent me their wish list. But I don't post it every single time somebody sends me their wish list. I'm
Yeah.
getting the wish list and I'll post it one time. We just need one more wish list to do this drawing. We just
Got it. Okay.
one more order.
So being selective, it's more being selective of what I'm actually posting.
Right.
I really thought that every time I'm posting, just like I did it in when I did the, the event, where it would be, oh my God, Mary just made an order. Oh my God, there's only 3 more chances because now she's at 7. There's only 3 more chances to be in the 10 to get the impression bracelet, a chance of the impression bracelet. I thought the more I posted those type of things, it would get people to, get off the fence and order, if that makes sense. I've always had them message me or call me or text me with the wish list. It was more in the group to keep it going, and even the hostess then sometimes when she sees, oh, I'm at 7 orders right now. Oh my God, I only need 3 more orders. And then she would start calling. You know what I'm saying? Because she wanted to get to the 10. So I think I just was posting too much.
Two,
Um,
more or less.
I think that is good. And in some cases that does work, but it's kind of like dependent on your group. And I don't want people leaving. So if my hostess sees that I've already told her that by the time I posted it. Hey, you only need 3 more orders, 4 more orders to get to the 400. Right now, this is what you have. This is what you need to get. And sometimes I send it to her and she posts. It just depends on my hostess.
Got it. I think thank you, ladies. I think and I'm sorry that I'm hogging up. Hopefully other people have these same, questions, but I admit I have to be selective about what I'm posting. I have to be more selective and then understanding when I can do it privately or the group. And like you said, in waiting, I don't necessarily need to do it every time someone makes an order. I'm now posting thank you to that lady. I'm waiting up and I actually don't use the graphics for the 5. I don't do it. I do, the count. It's that I don't use those. So maybe I'll start using those too. Because it's in a group of orders, if that makes sense.
I only use the graphic of countdown to 5 if she's only got like 2 orders, 3 orders. If she's got 5 or 6 orders, I just go straight to the 10. Or if she's got right at 5 orders, it's no use to post 5 and we're going to do a drawing at 5. We already got that. It's not going to do us any good. It's not going to get more orders. So that's the difference, is kind of based on what is happening in that group with that show. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
But I do a lot of individual texting. And so you guys have to see what your time is and how much of that you can do. But I know that there's a fortune in the follow-up. Now, when I'm in an in-person show, what am I doing? I am connecting with each person. I am talking to them. I am helping them with their wish list. I am helping them check out. I am talking to them. I'm not doing that in a show unless I'm private messaging them. And that's why I want to make that connection via private message Otherwise, I cannot talk to them. I'm not friends with them on Facebook. I don't have their text. I don't have a way to connect except through that messenger group. And that's why I'm trying to make that connection at the beginning. And a lot of
Mhm.
people just take that out because they don't want to deal with those private messages coming in and out. But that is like a huge, and I don't get them all. I don't even get sometimes half of them. But I could pretty much bet the ones that do it are the ones I'm going to connect with, the ones that are going to
Mhm.
order, and the ones that are going to book.
Mm.
So you can leave it out or you can really push for it. Depends, that may depend on how you show. Are people cut off the messenger group as soon as the live is over and they've said, send me your wish list? They cut off that messenger group. They quit
Mhm.
posting in there. That is the biggest mistake. I'd almost rather you not post things in the beginning and post after than skip
Mhm.
the after. And what do you post? The same thing Miranda's talking about, the wish list thing, here we're at almost at 5 or we're almost at 10. You might post in there about Sparklebox, but only after people really have started sending in their orders, because they'll do a
Mhm.
Sparklebox and not make an order, which doesn't bring you any money. I spend a lot of time connecting with each and every person. They don't all read it, but I send them all, even if they have not sent me a message, I send them a private message the next day saying, thank you so much for joining Miranda's group, party group. Did you get a chance to see the live? Would you like a link to the replay, or the replay is available? And then they don't really want to go back and watch the replay. So what I focus on is, would you like a link to shop? And if they say yes, I send them the link with the sale information all at the same time. So that's where I get a bunch of orders after. I say a bunch, but I'll connect with people that never watched the live. But if you stop after the live, you are missing the whole point of doing
Mhm.
a live show and not an in-person show. Even when I do an in-person show, all the people that are in my messenger group, I'm connecting with those people. And whether
Mhm.
they see it or not, I don't know, but it's worth my time.
Mhm. Well, especially because you spent the time to do actually, the 30-minute, showing of the jewelry. Why not? You do drop the ball if you don't follow up with a
The
thank you.
fortune is in the follow-up. Follow up, follow up. And people want you to follow up. How many of you have ever been part of a show or something like that, and they say, hey, we're closing the show tomorrow. Did you want to make an order? And you were like, oh man, I really wanted to help Susie out and I forgot. Let me hurry up and look at the
Mhm.
website. Raise your
Mhm.
hand if you've ever done that. I bet every one of us
Mhm.
raise our hands. So don't feel like you're bothering these people and it's a waste of your time. It's a reminder, because everybody forgets. And if you do not take the time to make that, it takes 10 minutes to send
Mhm.
the same message to 5 or 6 people. It takes 10 minutes. I'm copying and pasting. And if you don't bother doing a whole messenger group if you're not going to do the follow-up, because that's the most important part.
And that hostess organization sheet, that's what's going to keep you organized, of who have I heard from, who has told me yes about a party, who won what on that party. So
Mhm.
do you feel like that's cracked a little bit? Donna, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I wanted to ask this way back, but we kept talking, which is good. But before I forget, so you were mentioning, I think you said Jen does drawing. She does a drawing on Saturday, but I missed what you said before that. So how many drawings does she do with her? This is
Jennifer does a drawing on Friday for joining her VIP group. Then
okay.
she does a drawing on Saturday for responding to her private message. I try to do a drawing typically Saturday morning or Saturday night. I want them to do both. So they need to join my group and send me a message. Like I was bleeding out free jewelry. Jennifer can bleed out free jewelry. Jill can't. So I just do the one drawing for that. And then I do an early bird drawing. If we get 5 orders the night of the party, somebody wins this whole set of WE earrings. That is the momentum. That is, get your decision made Sunday night. My parties are always on Sundays. before the week takes over. So, and typically if I get five orders on party night, it's a 10 order party. So, and then I
So-
do the impression.
I'm sorry, say that again about your
Yeah,
early bird.
when do they get the
That
weed
for
break?
the-
Yeah, I
is
missed it too.
So
that for the-
that
I'm sorry, the early bird drawing, that's for when you get the
5
first order
orders
or
by
the five.
by the night of the live.
Okay, gotcha.
5 orders by the night of the live, and somebody wins a set of Wii earrings. So,
And I
Uh,
pretty much do the same thing as Jill does.
Okay.
I don't think, but one thing that I think has really helped and doesn't require a drawing is as we get closer and closer, and sometimes it's on Saturday and sometimes it's not until Sunday morning, that I go in and I look and see, you can go in and see who are the people who have joined the group.
Mhm.
And I take a picture of that. And so it's just the people from her group. And I'll say, if your name is not on this list, you're going to miss the live. Oh no, and just kind of make it a fun thing. And people will go in. They love being recognized. They want their name on their list, and they have major FOMO if their name is not on the list for doing the right thing. And that's better than doing a drawing, is posting the list of the people who have joined the group. I'm not doing anything negative. I'm
brilliant.
recognizing the people who did the right thing. And
And Dana-
everybody wants to be part of those people.
Dana, I'm sorry, when do you do that?
Whenever I can.
Okay. Okay.
Except, I try to do it. Depends on when I start the group, but it could be Thursday, it could be Friday. I don't do it Thursday. I usually start the group on Thursday, but I usually give them a couple of days and a couple of reminders to join the group. So it's usually either Saturday or Sunday morning. Hey, here's the people who have joined the group. And I also send it to my hostess and say, you may want to remind these people that they need to join the group. Here's the link. Send them the link again. And, that's going to actually increase the number of people that actually watch the live.
Yeah.
And I do explain it will not be in Messenger because you can't do a live show in Messenger. You want to see the jewelry styled and get great gift ideas, then you need to click this link and click join. And don't invite them from inside your VIP group. Don't let your hostess do that either. Because if they click, if she hits the invite button, it sends them a notification. They click that notification. They are now visiting your group. So they may see your next post or two, but that's it. They are not part of your group and they won't see them. So you want your hostess, I'm going to post in the group, but I'm going to tell my hostess, send your yeses this link and tell them they need to join by tonight to be in the drawing. And then you want them to click that link and click join, because then they're now in the group and they're going to see notifications for as long as they are responding to those notifications, those posts. When they quit joining the posts, they quit. So they quit seeing them. Facebook says they don't want to see that anymore. But y'all, you can see that Park Lane has really kind of pivoted with these online shows. And this is why they're successful. It's taking the extra work at the beginning and the end. And it's not just the live, whereas we used to just depend mostly on that live. But this has been, I don't want to say perfected, but it has been enhanced. But it does take some time from you to do it. Doing it in person is the best way to get the most, but some people can't do that and some people don't want to do that. And I'm going to tell you, I don't like doing both because I have to pack up my jewelry and unpack my jewelry. But it is faster and easier to do an in-person show because when you're done, you don't have that much to do.
Right.
But I still do a messenger group for an in-person show because I still want them in my group. And I want to be able to connect with them. And even those that said yes but couldn't come, I want to be able to connect with them. but it's not nearly as much work before and after, but doing it in your house online is easier, but then you have the work before and after. So what I'm telling you is pick your heart. What works for you? Pick your heart and do what works the best for you. And of course, I like seeing the people, meeting the people gets me more jewelers, more bookings, more sales. But pick your heart. What can you do?
Love it. Any other questions, you guys? This is what this is for.
Okay, I have one. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Dana, while Belinda's going over there, do you have time today? I'm doing a customer appreciation on Sunday. So I have kind of my format and I've already gotten some ideas from Jill, but do you have time today or tomorrow? Just so I can kind of hear, how you do those. Just with tips, especially because I have old jewelers coming to it, you know what I mean? Like that I might be able to recruit, like just if you have time today or tomorrow.
Sure. Give me a call. I am going to pick up my granddaughter. So if I'm doing that, I may not be able to talk to you. But
No worries. Wait, what's the best time to call you? You tell me.
What time is it?
What time is it right now? 2:00. 2:00 my time.
Okay. So after we get off, call me.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
And then let me make sure I have your number. Hold on. Or can you give it to me now? Just give it to me now. Because I'm now.
7
tickets.
258
They might
one more
be
time.
you.
Start again.
They said they changed the meeting time to one.
I couldn't
It
start
didn't
again.
come up.
Dana, I'm sorry, honey.
I'm gonna put it in the message.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Perfect. Oh, Belinda, sorry, I muted you quick, honey.
I know. I know.
It's
Y'all
okay.
know where I'm
It's-
at.
Yep.
Anyway, okay. Here is my question. I am doing and I'm like you. I followed the messenger. I had to write it down, so I kind of got it in my head a little bit. I haven't done a lot of parties where I needed to do messenger, but anyways, so I'm doing a live next week and in person. I'm doing it in person next week, but we're gonna also because she's doing it at her job, so we're gonna also do a Facebook. So other than going, here's the in-person notes on boards and here's the Facebook live, is there some way where it can be kind of meshed together? Because like we're gonna do her party next Thursday, but we're gonna try to close it by Wednesday. So one of those days after that, I'm waiting on her to tell me when she want me to do the Facebook live, which I'm thinking may be the weekend. But at the same time, we're starting her party. How can I so that it coincides together?
So here's where, Belinda, I would treat them almost as two separate parties, but use the same shopping link. Dana, you can
Okay.
chime in on that because and doing that in-person party first, and I would not tell those in-person people that there's an online option because guess which option they're going to pick.
Okay.
So you do the in-person option. Any of those gals that didn't make it or from the get-go couldn't make it, then we're going to put them on the online and then just run it as an online party, but just use the same shopping link.
Okay. And I guess my question, because we're looking at when you say 5 days before and stuff, well, from her party to Wednesday, we already,
Well,
the
her
window is closing.
Right. Well, her in-person party is Thursday
Yes.
and the live is Sunday.
Well, I'm waiting for her to tell me because we were gonna try to close it that Wednesday.
Right. So it would be, I open my lives on Friday, or I open my chat group on Friday for my live on Sunday. So if you did that, and she could be, as she's inviting people, hey, I can't make it, Susie. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to do one online. Do you want to be part of that? So she can be building that chat group as you go. And then Thursday night, the girls who couldn't make it, you can add them to the chat group Friday morning.
So go ahead and still set up the messenger group.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what I was trying to figure, like would that be too soon? But again, we counting down days, so go.
And there's nothing magic about 5 days before. I mean, I open it on
Right.
Friday for the live on Sunday. So I open it 2 days before. Take care, Elaine. Thanks for being part of this. So it really, I mean, even if you did her in person on Thursday and her live on Friday night, I mean, you could build that messenger party early from the gals who knew they couldn't be there on Thursday night. And then her gals that just got busy on Thursday night and didn't show, you can add them later.
So like if you're following the boards and like you say 5 days before, do this 4 days, go ahead, even though I know when her live is, go ahead and focus on setting up the messenger party.
Mhm.
And just at whatever day count, say, okay, well, post this in there for the ones that says that they can't be there. So
Yep.
what she needs to do now is just send that message of says who wants to go to the live, or whatever.
Who I would invite them to the in-person party. And if they can't make the in-person party, hey, I'm going to do it online as well. Do you want to be part of that?
Okay.
But then that online party, all of her long distance friends and family, if she wants to go ahead and invite them to that. So she's essentially doing 2 parties, if you will, on 2 different platforms. But those people that were at her actual live party, I would not add them to that messenger group. They don't need to be hearing all that chatter that's
Okay.
going on in the messenger group. You took care of business Thursday night with them.
Okay. All righty. I think I got that. And if I have any more questions, I'll throw it back out there at y'all.
Perfect. Well, and even just what Dana said, the things that they have to know about. They need to get into your VIP group. They need to get the shopping link. They need to know about the sale. I mean, and they, you can do that in 1 minute. It doesn't have to be 3 days, but anything else that you do on top of that is just going to help that.
And Jill, you said the shopping link. I do not personally post that shopping link early on.
I never
I
do
don't
either.
post it until after the live because I don't want them to go shopping without having, even if you've posted about the sale already, there's plenty of people who have not looked at it. I even have a video about it and they still don't look at it. So I don't post the link unless in my private messaging, they ask for it. Or if I, until after the sale, because they go look at it, they see the prices, and then they choose not to participate. And that may be why they're leaving the group. So be careful. Jennifer does have it in there that she posts that link and says, ignore the prices. You're going to be shopping mostly at half price. But just like people don't read about the sale, they don't read that. So I just choose not to put the link out there. If somebody asks me for it, I will go to their private message so that I could send them that and tell them the sale.
Dana, what do you do if you're doing a in-person show as far as if people want the link?
Beforehand?
Yes.
Private message.
Okay.
Private message. I don't even give it to my hostess because she's just going to send it out and do nothing with it.
True.
So I will private message them. I will literally say, let me go check your private message, whatever. But at my shows, somebody asked me this, and Jill, you may do this differently, but I'll tell you what's been working for my in-person shows is after I do the show, I post in that messenger group the link, and they go on their own phone and grab their link, and they start making their cart themselves. And then they come to me, but I tell them, don't go rogue. Don't go check out because you're going to miss your bonus. You're going to now I can say maybe you're missing free shipping. Who knows? So come to me with your items that you want in your cart and your wish list. And let's make sure that you get all the discounts, all the sales, and all the bonuses. And sometimes they've got it all done, but 9 times out of 10, they've missed that pink button. So I'm the hero because I've got them a bonus. Is that how you do it, Jill?
I do. I give them, I've been putting in it a QR code. I have not done a messenger party alongside it in person. So that's a great idea, Dana. I have not done a lot of in-person parties. So,
Well, that's the only way I can get in touch with some of those people that were invited. They were invited, but they couldn't come.
right. It's a brilliant idea. we're gonna hatch into that more for sure.
Dana, say that one more time. I like that liner. You said, always make sure you include me. So I make sure you get all the sales, all the bonuses, and the what?
I said all the discounts, all the sales,
all-
all the bonuses.
Got all the discounts, all the sales, all the bonuses. Thank you.
Fantastic, you guys. Well, I hope this has helped. And if you're watching the replay and you're still feeling overwhelmed, reach out to me. Oh, and Stephanie, real quick, Stephanie had asked about the 179. That's to register for Sparkle. So the Sparkle convention, Stephanie, is that what you mean? Can you chat? I know you're at work, honey. That's what the 179 is. It's to register for Sparkle. It's going to get you $200 worth of brand new jewelry, or you can register for the $79 and it still gets you access to all the sessions.
And you can go and register. I think I'm understanding. Where do you go to register? If you go to there's an email, but you can also go to the Loop, and there's a link right under register here, it says. So right under where it talks about Sparkle, there's a link that says it. And Jill, thank you for doing this. And for those of you who are still with us, I just want you to know that there are a lot of people who don't get the concept of what the messenger party is for, why I need to do it. They can't handle the rejection if people leave. You really got to see the whole picture, from the hostess coaching all the way through to the follow-up. And then you'll realize that you can't do all those things without a messenger group. And you can't do the live in the messenger group. So you need the combination. So I want you to recognize that if you were confused, you're not alone, but you have to go through it and do it at least once. And then y'all, I still just go back and copy whatever I did for the last one. I just copy and put it in the new one, copy and put it in the new one, copy and put it in the new one, based on how much time I have and whatever, because it's different every week. So just know that once you get it, like Belinda said, she wrote it all down so she could see it all at once. Once you do it, you will get it. You'll get to understand why you do it. You'll pick and choose what works for you, and it'll all make sense. And then it'll be really easy. But don't feel bad if you were a little confused at the beginning, because a lot of people were. But it's kind of one of those things. I have to do it. Do it, and then you'll see what works and what doesn't.
For sure. Oh my goodness, you guys. Well, great. Thank you for hanging out here. And it's good to see y'all. Look at us. There's still 7, 8 of us on here.
Hey, Jill.
Yes, ma'am.
In the Sparkle Gems messenger group, can you post how to do the Telegram for Park Lane?
Oh, I'll post the link. Good idea. Thanks, Belinda. All right, you guys.
It's a good idea.
Have a fabulous week.
Thanks,
We'll see you tomorrow.
Jill.
Take care, y'all.
Bye, guys. Thanks for doing this, Jill.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Dana.
And you too.